Yeah. Again. Again. Again.
Can't bounce back from a knockout period. He got knocked out early in his career twice and came back and did all this
in his prime.
Right.
Crazy. I mean, what a man. I mean, what a world champion.
Well, he sure turned back the hands of time on that one.
The boxing world is stunned after leaked footage showed Manny Pacquiao training hard for Mario Barrios. At 46, Pacquiao's speed and power look untouched. His coach believes he's still got it, confidently predicting a win over Barrios. Fans are buzzing, unsure whether to doubt or believe in the renowned fighter's comeback.
He ran an hour. He did strength and conditioning with you, which is not easy.
He ran an hour. He didn't realize that this gets a bit harder. And as we increase the rounds in this, he's going to pull back on the runs a little bit. Now he knows.
He did strength and conditioning with you. He went all out. He worked hard, and now he's doing 1,600 sit-ups.
Yeah, well,
he's a machine.
Yeah.
What kind of machine is he?
Huh?
What kind of machine?
Crazy machine. He will, but as we increase this, we'll pull the running back shorter, faster. But you know, he knows. So now he knows what the training's about. We increase the train, we increase the stations, change it up all the time, so it's continually shocking his system, and we get the good results.
It was a great workout this morning. He worked hard, as he always does. And the whole team's here. You feel the energy, the vibe.
Yeah,
good energy.
More people than I thought, but you know.
This is light.
This guy here, I got training with this guy.
This is light.
Been trying like weeks now. He keeps bugging me out his fucking jacket. Give me a jumper. Give me a jumper. Come on, mate.
Yesterday at the gym, he was throwing flurries, 10, 12, 15 punches in a combo. That's looking incredible.
Listen, I know mitts and bags don't punch back, but he looks the same as he did.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that. He hasn't missed a beat.
No, he hasn't missed a beat.
Manny Pacquiao's recently leaked training video has sent shockwaves through the boxing community. At 46 years old, the 8-division world champion still displays the blistering hand speed and quick footwork that defined his prime. In a sport where reflexes are everything, many fans and experts were left speechless by how fresh and agile he looks in his preparation for his upcoming fight against Mario Barrios.
Don't shadow boxing like that.
Because it's lazy, right? Just kind of...
Yeah. When you do the shadow boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in habit. You become a habit. When you shadow boxing like...
Woo! Woo!
Like that.
The speed is still there. Woo!
In a recent talk, boxing analysts Chris Manx and Sergio Mora weighed in on Manny Pacquiao's unexpected return to the ring. Mora noted that Pacquiao's speed, particularly in his footwork, remains impressively intact, a quality that doesn't exactly fade quickly in fighters who stay active and disciplined. Unlike short-lived comeback teasers seen from other legends like Mike Tyson's brief training clips, Pacquiao's video shows consistent effort and high-level conditioning. Mora stressed that Pacquiao isn't simply putting on a show. His planning is really intense and purposeful.
Left, ready to go again, working with Freddie Roach. I feel like I'm back in 2010, the Wayback Machine. Pacquiao looked pretty good in some of the videos that I saw, like he wasn't in horrible shape, but he is 46 years old, going up against a guy that is more than a decade younger than him in Mario Barrios. Bob Arum, in the same interview, he said that he was worried about Manny Pacquiao. This is a guy that promoted Pacquiao for most of his professional career, not promoting this fight against Barrios, but he said he is concerned for Pacquiao going into this fight. Do you have concerns about Pacquiao going in?
No, I don't have concerns. And look, I can post a video and look good for 10 seconds right now. Just like when Mike Tyson looked like a killer when he was promoting the Jake Paul fight. You writers and you guys with the non-boxing eye need to get those videos out of your head, because they're just clips. Anyone could look good for that long. I can train you to look good for 10 seconds. It'll be pretty hard, but I can train you to look good for 10 seconds on video. So don't worry about that. I look, Bob Arum knows what he's talking about, because it's the legs that's going to get to Pacquiao, not the power, not the explosive speed. in front of a heavy bag. But whenever you're in front of opponent and he's going to be moving around, it's the legs that are going to fail you. They're going to betray you. The power's not going to betray you. That lasts until the very end. His punch resistance, that's not going to betray him, because that never goes. Speed, and it's because you rely on your legs. That's the thing that goes at age. So at 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao's not going to have zero.
He also dismissed worries about Pacquiao's health, pointing out that the former champion's physical sharpness suggests he's in excellent fighting shape. Manx agreed that the footage supports a serious comeback attempt rather than a nostalgic return. Together, they recognized that while age brings natural challenges, Pacquiao looks to be one of the rare exceptions, still physically capable of handling elite-level competition with focus, precision, and drive. Manny Pacquiao's resume says volumes about his durability and resilience. Out of 72 official fights, he has only been knocked out 3 times. Significantly, 2 of those knockouts came during the early years of his career when he was still growing as a boxer. Since then, he has evolved into one of the sport's most strategic and cautious fighters, capable of adapting and living even against larger, stronger opponents. This long-standing ring knowledge gives many fans hope that he can handle Barrios even at 46.
And style, but I don't think he's going to be at danger to risk his health or anything like that, especially against a Mario Barrios, because Pacquiao knows how to fight. Whenever you know how to fight, you know how to survive, you know how to slow things down, you know how to not take risks. Pacquiao only got knocked out 3 times in 72 fights. 2 of those were in the 90s, before you and I even knew him, and 1 time against Marquez, it was a 1-punch knockout. Those really don't take away from your career and your longevity. It was 1-punch knockouts. It's the beatdowns over a long period of time, for 10, 12, 11, 11 rounds. Those are the ones that catch up to you. Those are the ones that actually slow you down and are detrimental to your health. 1-punch knockouts, you can get past those. Early knockouts that are way back in the rearview mirror, you can forget those. Pacquiao's going to be just fine against Mario Barrios.
Podcast host Joe Rogan recently shared his reaction to Manny Pacquiao's shocking return to form, and he didn't hold back his praise. Rogan expressed real disbelief at how Pacquiao, now 46, still moves with the same speed and precision he had in his prime. He noted Pacquiao's impressive win over Keith Thurman at age 40 as proof that the Filipino legend isn't just defying age, he's dominating it. Thurman, an unbeatable and dangerous opponent at the time, was outpaced and outclassed, showing that Pacquiao's physical tools hadn't faded. Rogan stressed that while most athletes see a natural decline in speed and reflexes, Pacquiao continues to perform at an elite level. His discipline, conditioning, and love for the sport help him to stay sharp and relevant in a younger generation's game. According to Rogan, Pacquiao is not just returning, he's coming with force and purpose.
And seeing him beat Keith Thurman at 40 years old, like, god damn, this guy's great. I mean, just look at his career with 8 different weight classes, world titles in 8 different weight classes. 40 years old, beats Keith Thurman, who's in his prime. Crazy. I mean, what a man. I mean, what a world champion.
Well, he sure turned back the hands of time on that one.
Crazy.
Didn't he?
And he fought in spurts. Both of them fought in spurts. And I thought Keith was going to pick up on it, but Pacquiao was only fighting the end of the round.
Legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr. gave his thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's comeback and was full of admiration. He mentioned that it's incredibly uncommon for a fighter at Pacquiao's age to seriously return to top-tier competition. What makes Pacquiao stand out, according to Jones, is not just his willingness to fight again, but the intense level of preparation and physical readiness he's displayed. Jones pointed out that very few athletes in any sport, especially boxing, can maintain the kind of discipline needed to train like Manny has. His work ethic, sharpness in training sessions, and ability to keep up with younger fighters show a rare mix of natural talent and mental toughness. Jones emphasized that this isn't a nostalgia-driven return, it's a well-planned and focused effort. In his view, Pacquiao's ability to sustain world-class performance standards at this stage of his life makes his comeback not only believable, but genuinely inspiring.
Feel about Manny Pacquiao?
No, I
as a
love
fighter
Manny and I'm
overall?
glad Manny going in too. I'm not saying that Manny is not capable. Manny is one of the dudes that I think definitely deserves to be in. Manny always has been and always will be one of my favorites because of the way he fights. I mean, a guy to come back after being knocked out in 2 of his first 3 fights, then come back and do all the things that Manny did. That story is also just as awesome as Vinny Pazienza's story. You feel me? I mean, come on. Most guys can't bounce back from a knockout period. He got knocked out early in his career twice and came back and did all this.
Well, you know what? Being that we're talking about these old fights, Roy, can you think you can rate your favorite 5 fights of your career of all time?
Of my career?
Yeah.
Yes.
It would probably be James Toney, John Ruiz, Montero Griffin 2, Richard Hall, and probably Jeff Lacey.
Mario Barrios, set to face the famous Manny Pacquiao, has shown a composed, yet determined mindset ahead of the fight. In recent comments, Barrios made it clear that he fully respects Pacquiao's accomplishments, but doesn't see him as just a fading icon. Instead, Barrios views this matchup as the most important opportunity of his career, a chance to make a defining statement. Aware of the challenges, he plans to use his youth, size, and physical advantages to control the pace and distance of the fight. Barrios knows the magnitude of sharing the ring with a boxing legend, but that hasn't shaken his belief in himself. He isn't treating this as a paycheck or PR fight. He's ready to win. With sharp focus and a strategic mindset, Barrios is looking to earn a career-changing win and add Pacquiao's name to his resume, not through luck, but through calculated execution and pressure. That's it for today's movie. Stay tuned.